Hello, hello. Welcome back to this week's Trader Joe's Taste Test. We have some fun things we're gonna try, including, finally, some soup dumplings that I can try. There's jackfruit in these, and I can't wait to see how they taste. I'm sure you guys are curious as well. And then we have a few other new items, and then we have 2 alcohols we're gonna try this week. We're gonna try this Slice white wine that has this color because of the grape skin contact. And then we're also going to be trying this Made West Hazy IPA beer, and we're going to try to pair it with the foods we're eating. So if you guys are excited about this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. There will be a question of the week at the very end. So we'll see you there.
All right. Ooh, baby, just hold tight. We're up the moonlight. Believe in the magic.
We're gonna get cracking right into it, and by cracking I mean cracking open a beer. So this is the Made West Hazy IPA.
Yeah.
It has a really cool label on it, which is a shark dressed in sheep's,
Wool.
actually an entire sheep, which is fun. I can't think I gave you a little more. So I'm starting with beer today because first of all, it's really hot and this sounds really refreshing. And second of all, we're gonna try the soup dumplings next, and I wanted something to cool my mouth off if they're a little too hot, so that was the move.
And there's mushroom inside these dumplings, so I got to make sure I have something to sip on. Here we go with the beer.
Good point. Okay, it's a little more IPA than hazy for me.
Oh, I don't think so.
On the bitter side.
Is it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it tastes really good though. I don't taste the same bitterness that you do. So I don't think it's super strong, like the bitterness flavor.
It's definitely way stronger than most of the hazies that we drink. So I personally would prefer a different type of hazy.
I mean, I guess I can see where you're coming from. I personally don't think it's that bad, but yeah, we've had some hazy IPAs that don't have any of that IPA
really
like bitterness. But this one is one that I'll certainly enjoy tonight.
All right. Well, I bought 2, so you get the full one. We are going to now try the vegetable dumplings with jackfruit and a bunch of, I think, is there other veggies in it?
Yeah, there's a bunch of other veggies like carrots, and I think I saw green onion in there too. A bunch of them, but the first ingredient was jackfruit.
Okay.
So it sounds like that's going to be the primary filling.
Yes, and my understanding is that there's actually liquid in these.
It seems
Is that
like
correct? You had them before, haven't you?
I don't remember because I haven't had this.
You're cutting it. I thought if you cut it, it would like release all the liquid.
Not a whole lot.
Okay, well I'm just gonna bite into it. I'm gonna be an animal.
I'm gonna show everybody the inside so you can kind of get an idea of what the inside looks like. And then I'm gonna be less of an animal.
There's liquid in there. Not a lot though. It's not like soup, but it's just a little bit of liquid. I feel like I really like the texture of the dumpling itself. It's got really good chew to it, and it's thick enough where it's holding everything in. Nothing exploded, and there's a lot of stuffing in here actually. I feel like the flavor is really nice. I like the flavor a lot. The texture is good for me too. I don't know, wait, you're not a big fan of it?
So I agree. The texture is really good. And for it just being microwaved, because we took the easy route, we didn't have like a steaming attachment for our stove or whatever it was.
A steamer basket, we don't have
Yeah,
that.
I don't know what that is anyways, but we just microwaved it, and the texture is pretty good still. Now, that's kind of where it ends for me. I don't really like the flavor of it. I didn't think it was necessarily bad, but it just wasn't really anything that was special to me. As I ate it, I remembered having like the shrimp dumpling. I think that was one of the flavors that they had. Is that right?
I don't know. I feel like you've had a dumpling, but shrimp, I'm not sure.
I don't know. It felt like it might have, like it reminded me of like the shrimp dumpling, but
Okay.
But it wasn't living up to that. So for me, it was kind of a wash. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible.
Well, for us fellow vegetarians and vegans, I don't know actually if it's vegan or not.
It is vegan.
It is. Okay, so for our fellow vegetarian vegans or those that just want to reduce their meat intake, I think these are a great product. I would definitely buy them again. I think the flavor was amazing. The texture on the inside was great. There was a lot of filling, and like I said, the actual texture of the dumpling itself was really nice too. So I'm happy that they came out with a vegetarian version for this because it's something that I had seen and I really wanted to try, but I just never had the opportunity because it was I think somebody had commented it's pork and chicken, I think. So
Okay.
that's great. It's a win for us that can now enjoy it too. And for those that are like meat eaters, Tim's like hardcore meat eater. And so
Okay. Not hardcore, but
Well,
I do
you
much
eat
prefer.
meat.
Yes, I do. From a vegetarian
I'm not like
standpoint,
calling
I'm
you out or
hardcore.
anything. I'm just saying you enjoy meat more. Like you enjoy meat in your meals more than you enjoy not meat in your meals.
Yeah.
Like that's what I
that's
mean
it.
by that. Like
yeah. I'm hardcore.
I cook a lot of vegetarian meals, and Tim will add his meat into it, and that's. A lot of people are like, how does it work? That's how it works. I'll cook a dinner and then he'll just like add whatever to it. We made burritos the other night and he put the salsa verde chicken in it from last week and he loved it. So
I don't know how you had it without it.
see, exactly. So for those that can relate to me and those that can relate to Tim, you can take both of our advice for whichever it works for you. Okay, we're gonna move on now. Let's try, there's so many different savory
I feel
items.
like we gotta go with the green olive flats, yeah?
Well, I wanted to try that with wine.
Okay.
I think we decided after long deliberation, we're gonna go with a salad to start right now. Because it's kind of like an appetizer.
So that means that the dressing that we're actually taste testing is this organic mango vinaigrette dressing.
Yum.
Which I think we gotta shake this bad boy up a bit.
Definitely.
Oh, I saw in the hall it looked pretty unshaken.
Yeah, so I am really excited about the dressing, not for the contents, but for the bottle itself. I'm gonna rinse this bottle out and reuse it for my dressings that I make homemade. But we'll see if I like this. And like I said in the haul, I might end up using this as a marinade just because I feel like mango is just a really good flavor to like marinate different things, especially during the summertime. I was thinking kebabs would be great. So you want me to pour it on?
Yes, please.
All right.
It looked in there like they had little chili flakes in there. Is that what that is?
Smells good. Dried bell peppers.
Oh.
That's probably what it is.
Okay.
So I just made the most mini little salad ever, which is just literally some lettuce that I had chopped the other day for our burritos that I was just talking about. And so I'm just using this as the base for the dressing. All right, here it goes. Oh, wow.
Huh.
That's good.
Yeah,
That reminds
instant.
me of the Italian, like classic Italian craft dressing that you can get at the grocery store. It has that same like tanginess to it. If you guys know what I'm talking about, my childhood was on that dressing because my mom bought it all the time. It's the Italian, you know it. It's a classic Italian craft bottle. This tastes almost identical to it.
I don't know about that because I wasn't raised on it, but I would say that the mango is actually a lot less than I thought it was going to be. Like you look at this, it's very colorful, very mango forward in the packaging. That's much more of like the vinaigrette, like vinegar, like flavor, vinaigrette flavor than it is the mango. So it's not like super sweet, if at all.
It's not. And you do get a hint of mango. I will say you definitely get that hint. But like Tim said, you're totally spot on. Not sweet at all. Very tangy. Very like the vinegar side of it is coming out. So
yeah. So I'm not a big fan of this, but a lot of people love putting like strawberries or maybe even mangoes or some other type of, and apples for sure, into salad. I don't go for that. Homie don't play that. However, I do think that this dressing would probably be pretty good with a dressing like that or a salad like that because it isn't overpowering. It's not sweet, but you would get the sweetness from those other fruits that you put in there, and it might enhance and bring out the sweetness in the mango vinaigrette because it doesn't really seem like it on plain lettuce.
yeah, maybe. It could very well go well with that. Hear me out. I think this might actually be really good with some white rice.
Interesting.
I know that's weird, but I think I
weird.
just feel like that would be a good combination. I don't know. It just sounds like it would go good with, it tastes like it would go good with rice. So I know it's a little crazy, but call me cuckoo.
You're cuckoo.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next item that we're gonna be trying, which is the green. This is what I'm so excited for. It's gonna be the green olive flats. What can I say? I'm really excited about these crackers. I'm hoping they're as good as I think they are.
I hope they are. You got 2 of them, and it looks like by the size of them that they're pretty big. So
yeah,
we're gonna have
we've
some
had
crackers.
these types of cracker before, not the ones with olive, but oh, it comes in closed. Oh, these are. You're right. Look at. A lot of them are broken, unfortunately.
Are they like really long? Is that the intention?
I think they're supposed to be. I think this is one. Nope, this wasn't even a full one.
Yeah, that one's cracked too. This one looks like it might be.
I think every single one's cracked.
That one's
every
broken.
single one. That's okay. If you're lucky enough to have a full one, then good for you. I'm picking one with lots of olive, and I'm gonna try it plain. And then I also cut up some of that chive cheddar to try with it because I had to. You know, I just had to.
It does have that olive smell to it, but also didn't really smell great to me.
Olivey, buttery, crunchy, crispy.
I'm glad you appear to like it.
I do.
It does have an olive flavor. It does have an olive flavor to it. It's pretty subtle, so it's nice because it's there, but not something that's too much. I do think that you want to pair this with the cheese. Is that what this is for?
Yes. The next try is going to be with the cheese because
Okay.
I do want to see how it pairs just with something else. Because it's, of course, trying a cracker plain is great and all, but most of the time we're eating it with something else.
Well, I love this cheese, so
I know.
I much prefer it with cheese. I like the texture of this cracker. It's firm, it's fresh because we just opened it, obviously. But I do like it.
Yeah. It holds up nice to whatever you're going to use on top of it because like Tim said, it's structurally very sound. It has a good, like you can probably put some weight on it and hold the edge and see like how heavy you can do it before it breaks.
I mean,
I don't know.
It's already broken in the box, so I don't have much faith in it.
But I do think this is a great cracker. If you have like a dip that you want to dip into, spinach artichoke would be delicious with that. The cheese, garlic Asiago cheese dip that Trader Joe's sells, whoo, that would be delicious. But I'm just saying this will hold up to a heavy dip. Sometimes you buy crackers or chips. You all know, we've all been there, where you like go to dip it and it's like breaking every time you stick it in there. Even if you're being as gingerly careful as you can, it'll be, and you're like, what in the, what's wrong with these chips? These crackers are great for like holding up to, I mean, they are broken in the package, but that's probably just because they were getting shaken up during shipments and stuff. But I do think that they're amazing. They're great. I'm glad I bought 2.
Good, I'm glad. All right, we're gonna move along to the next bottle of wine that we're gonna be trying, which is very reminiscent of my golf game. This is called Slice. So this is Skin Contact white wine, which has this like really orange-like flavor, or color, sorry. And I'm excited to try it. So let's give it a go.
All right.
Ooh, that's light.
It is light.
Yeah, it's got a unique flavor to it though.
It does. It's almost, it has like kind of, it's so light, it reminds me of like a flavored water. You know what I mean? Like it has like a little hint of flavor, but
it does.
It has like, it tastes like flavored water to me, which is good. Like I love flavored water. It's not sparkling either, so not sparkling. It's just a, you know, really nice, easy to drink glass of wine. I feel like it's so light that you could probably summer it up and add like sparkling water if you wanted to and some berries, and it'd be really nice. But as is, it's great too. So I really like it.
Yeah, definitely. It's flavored water is interesting because I tried it again and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like a hint of flavor, but it's mostly like a water, you know?
Yeah.
So if you like wine that doesn't have a lot of flavor, and I feel like summer is the perfect time for wine when you do want to like, my mom always made spritzers in the summer, and she's kind of like got me into the spritzer thing. And so it's so simple. You just add your wine, and honestly, the less flavor, the better. And then you just add sparkling water and squeeze of lemon or lime, and it's like the best, most refreshing spritzer for the summer. So I feel like I can make this really nice for the summer.
Yeah, totally.
Next up, we are gonna try the peanut butter with honey. That just came out as well. And I did cut some apples for this because I just felt like apples are gonna be the best with this particular peanut butter. There is oil on top, so I'm gonna have to stir it up a bit. All right, I stirred it up, I think good enough for now.
I think you gotta work out.
I know, I'm like, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
Off camera, I'll stir it up even more, but we're just dipping our apples straight into the jar. Ready to try?
All right, let's go.
Mmm.
Good peanut butter flavor. Waiting for the honey.
Oh, I taste the honey. It's honey roasted, baby.
A little bit.
Yum.
You know, it kind of, okay, so it reminds me of honey roasted
So good.
peanuts that you'd have. And the peanut flavor for me is the dominant flavor, which I want it to be. But the honey does actually enhance the flavor of the peanuts.
The honey's good. I like this. The peanut butter tastes very rich. Like, it tastes like Tim said, honey roasted peanut butter. Or I guess I said it first, but you know what I mean. But it just has a really nice flavor, and it's, oh my gosh, I love that snack. It's my favorite. Apples, I cut 2. I'm gonna have another one. Apples and peanut butter is
great.
Or almond butter. I typically go for almond butter, but because I have this is gonna be my go-to snack from right now until it's gone.
You know, it's nice because for so long you'll have peanut butter that sits around that you don't really use. I feel like this is one that like you'll be like, oh, I want to have a snack, and so you go for some peanut butter and honey with apples or something like that. It'll probably get used a whole lot more. What do you think, Benson? What do you think about the peanut butter?
You didn't try it.
Oh, you didn't use that an apple?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Okay, now, so Benson just popped up because he heard me say apple, and he's my son, so he was like, let me have some apple.
Fruit, yes.
But we're gonna try the last item that is on our list, and that's the trail mix bars. Excited to try these. I'm not really excited to try them.
So maybe you've had it, but I don't think I've ever had rainbows and trail mix. So.
I've definitely had it before. It's like a kid's trail mix. It has a bunch of M&Ms in it.
Oh, so it's like one of my trail mixes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
It has all like the good stuff. So we'll just share one if that's cool.
Oh, I like they have a clear wrapper so you can see.
Oh, there's chocolate dipped on the bottom. They don't show that in the picture.
No, they don't. And they should, because people like me want to have something unhealthy when it's supposed to be healthy. So we'll just share it. We'll just share one of these bars and
get Vincent. He's like, all right.
Did someone say chocolate and M&Ms?
Ooh.
All right. You want to give the first bite?
No, you go ahead.
All right.
I know you wanted me to take it because there were no M&Ms.
Oh.
Very nutty.
Nutty, for sure. Pretty good. Chocolate is needed, but not like really that present. Mm-hmm. I would say dip that entire thing in some chocolate, Trader Joe's. Give it to me good.
They have raisins in here, so it has a good, I like the crunch and then the
raisins.
chewiness.
Oh.
Which is like really nice because, you know, like I've been into like some crunchy nuts, and then all of a sudden I got like this chewy raisin in there, which is really nice. For some reason, the chocolate is not coming out on my palate right now. Like, as much chocolate is in this, it's just not, I don't know. It's just not a dominant flavor. I'm tasting more of the nuts, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I think I've told you guys in the past, Tim and I are not like, we don't eat nuts. We're not like munching and snacking on almonds and stuff like that. I know so many people do that, and it's really good for you, but it's just like not, I guess it's not our thing. We just don't enjoy them. In a peanut butter form, though, I will eat nuts. But I will say it's okay. It's decent. I think these were $5 though.
That's
and I personally just, if you like the trail mix in the packages, I don't know the cost breakdown, so I can't say for certain if it's a better deal, but I would imagine it probably is. But I don't know. Maybe I'm totally off base. But I think, you know, try them if you like the rainbows and trail mix. Like, go ahead and try this bar and see if you like it too. Benson, did you like it or no?
Not really, because I tasted the same things that you tasted, and I don't like either of those.
So you tasted more of like the nuts and the chocolate?
I didn't taste the chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't taste any chocolate? Well, so just as a kid's perspective, he didn't much care for it either. So I don't know what to say. It's cute. They're cute packaging and it's like a fun bar. But for $5, like there's other bars that we would prefer. Like the last ones that we just have been buying every week. The chocolate chip and then the oatmeal one.
Yeah.
Those two are insanely good. I know it's a totally different bar, so I'm not trying to compare them as apples to apples, but I'm just saying if you are somebody that wants to get a bar or if you have kids, go for those.
Yeah,
and
those are worth it.
Skip these. But
so I will say, so to be somewhat of a devil's advocate here, I did have my last bite had like 2 M&Ms in it, and that helped. It helped a lot. So if you get one that's got a lot of M&Ms on it, maybe it'd be great, but I don't think you can tell from a opaque box. So I think it's all right. I wouldn't pay $5 for them. I think that's overpriced. Otherwise, I thought they were decent. Just I want more chocolate.
Yeah, I get that. All right, well, we finished this video, so we tried everything. Now it's time for the question of the week. And this question is kind of timely for what's gone on today, for me at least. And so my question is, what is something that you do that lifts your spirits and makes you, like, brings you into a better mood? You know, that helps you get out of the funk, I guess. That's probably the question. Do you have your answer?
I mean, getting out of a funk, probably sleeping and letting the next day happen. But honestly, I think if I were to be proactive with something, it'd probably be playing basketball. Just going out, playing basketball, maybe a little bit of pickleball with my neighbor.
Yeah.
Doing something athletic, running around. That's what I live for. So I love sports, and that's where I go.
I agree. I feel like when I have anxiety and stuff, I work out every day and I have to because that helps me feel centered. But I will say when I'm like just all of a sudden, so backstory, I went shopping today and I went on the fitting room and those lights, let me just tell you, those fluorescent lights can really mess up your mind. And so that's what happened. I tried on a bunch of things and I was like, I didn't get anything. I left so sad and like, oh my gosh, I could see every imperfection on my face, on my body, and I'm just like, these lights are so horrible. And so I just got really sad and just got in like kind of a like depressed mood. And I will say what helps me get out of that funk is petting my animals. I know it sounds like so whatever, but like it's so true. Like if I come home and I'm sad, or if something happens where I'm just like not in the best of moods, like if I just sit down with one of my cats and I just pet them, or my dogs snuggle on me and I can be around my animals, that instantly lifts my mood and I can like continue on and like suck it up and just like get over that hump, you know? So I think like for me, animals are like one of the main reasons I feel like I'm put on this earth is to like take them in, care for them, love them, be around them, everything. So that's my answer.
Awesome. I'm excited to read all the answers that everybody else says too.
Yeah, me too, because you guys might have some really good ideas as well to like how to get out of a funk. And especially I kind of want to answer of like a quick thing, like a quick fix, something to just like instantly kind of like help your mood boost. So if it's like smelling flowers or, you know, eating something that brings you joy or something, you know, whatever it is, I'd love to know, because sometimes animals aren't always there. So I have to like figure out some other things to do too. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave a comment down below of what you're excited to purchase or answer the question of the week. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
We're doing